In Jerusalem, Israeli President Isaac Herzog met with the U.S. Secretary of State, marking the 5-year anniversary of the Abraham Accords. Herzog praised the historic agreements, first signed on the White House lawn in 2020, as a cornerstone for regional peace. Both leaders called for the expansion of normalization between Israel and Arab nations, stressing the importance of building on past progress. The visit, however, comes at a tense moment in the Middle East, with growing disputes over Israel's strike on Hamas leaders in Qatar and the ongoing settlement expansion in the occupied West Bank. As Washington navigates challenges with its allies, the meeting highlights both the achievements of the Abraham Accords and the deepening complexities of today's regional landscape.
Today, exactly today, is 5 years to the signing of the Abraham Accords in the White House lawns. And that was a very important historic moment in the history of the Middle East, where agreements that were brokered under the auspices of President Donald Trump and as part of his great legacy to bring peace to the Middle East and to the world, were signed at the White House lawn between Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and the representatives of the Kingdom of Morocco, the Kingdom of Bahrain, and the United Arab Emirates. And these allies that signed the agreement, despite all the storms of the Middle East, have kept these agreements going.
We're here on the 5th anniversary of that historic accord, which really, imagine, despite the difficulties the region has confronted over the last few years, how much more difficult they would have been had the Abraham Accords not been in place. And we're obviously incredibly grateful as well, just from the perspective of the United States, to Morocco and Bahrain and the United Arab Emirates. They're also strong partners of ours on a bilateral basis, not to mention as part of this agreement. So, and as you said, not only does this agreement with these existing partners need to continue to be strengthened and built upon, but it needs to be expanded. There are other countries that have expressed an interest, and one of the great to being a part of this, and one of the great promises of the era is the ability under President Trump's second term to be able to build upon the foundation of the Abraham Accords and expand it to more countries who want to join in something like this. And so it's also part of our focus.